So, finally got around to doing a trade recap. I felt like today would be a good day since we got a pretty decent move considering it was a no news Monday. Quite simply, we were delivering out of a daily bullish fair value gap. Okay, we entered into that on Friday. And as we can see here, we open up literally on 50% of that gap. We get a nice move down, a sweep on liquidity, and we move up through Asia. And then we get some consolidation, and I'm going to keep it very simple. This is ICT. It's very easy to overcomplicate this. I'm going to leave out all the fluff and just get straight to the trade idea. And hopefully, if you are finding yourself overcomplicating ICT concepts, which I did for the most time, then this is really what we're looking for. And all I'm trading is inversion fair value gaps. That's it. We have a sweep of liquidity here just before London, or literally just before London. We get a nice strong move up. Now at this point, all I've done is marked out Asia high. That for me is a key liquidity level. So if we sweep Asia high and we get an inversion to the downside, I'm short. I would have taken a short there. If we get, and of course the entry model is an inversion fair value gap, so we would need at least a 1 minute inversion to the downside for me to take this. Okay, but instead what we see is we close above Asia high and we begin to use Asia high as support. And of course my eyes go here to the left and I clock this 5 minute bearish inversion fair value gap, which is decent because there's no gaps above it, which we could also hit, like run into resistance. So very, very simple. We push above Asia high and we begin to use Asia high as support. We push nice and strongly with some good momentum right through this bearish 5 minute fair value gap, which then becomes an inversion fair value gap. That's my entry model. In my opinion, in my experience, that is one of the best algorithmic signatures that you can use, the strongest. It just holds. It holds a lot of the time. 80% of the time, these things hold. Okay, even down to the 1 minute. All right, so as soon as we get this close, I'm waiting for a retest. As you can see here, we get the retest in the 5 minute. I'm straight there. I'm entering there and I'm bullish. Target, 15 minute fair value gap, running out all of this liquidity here. And this is a pretty long trade, to be fair. I was in this trade for about 4 hours. I wasn't monitoring it. I didn't really need to. I wasn't moving to break even. I was confident we would get this 15 minute. And that brings us to our next trade of the day. That was a decent trade. I mean, look, you're looking at 5 hour there. So another good thing about inversion fair value gaps is you often get a pretty tight stop. I don't expect price to come back below this, and if it does, I want to be out straight away. I'm not putting my stop down here. That should hold. Even if it revisits, it should hold. And as you can see, we get a pretty decent tap in there and we don't touch that gap again, which I love. Straight away, straight off. Okay, so very simple, delivering out of a daily fair value gap, 5 minute inversion, running liquidity up to this 15 minute here. Okay, now in my mind, I'm slightly bearish on the day, but I've still caught a long position there because I expect London to make the high and New York to then dump down to the low. That was my expectation and my trade idea. Okay, and here we've got what I would say is an A plus textbook. This is what I'm looking for, especially at New York Open. Okay, so let me just see here what we have. So this is the 1 minute, and this is what I love to see. Right at New York Open, we are sweeping liquidity, tapping into a high time frame PDRA, in this case is a bearish 15 minute fair value gap, and we create a 1 minute inversion fair value gap to the downside straight away on the open. Nice strong momentum straight through, and we break through there. That shows serious selling pressure at a kill zone, basically at New York Open. Okay, it doesn't get much better than that, to be fair. So I'm entering as soon as that 1 minute is closed. I'm entering. I'm short, and I'm targeting Asia highs again as what I would say is a data reference point. The algorithm is often going to refer back to these points. And of course you could have held this for much longer, but to be fair, 3R, who's not going to be happy with that? So these are two textbook trades. All I've used is a fair value gap on the higher time frame and an inversion on the lower time frame, and I'm targeting key levels like Asia high or 15 minute fair value gaps on the high side, or the higher time frame 15 minute fair value gap. And I expected price to then kind of consolidate for the rest of the day, which it did. Pretty decent result for No News Monday. And if you're struggling with ICT concepts and you're overcomplicating like I did for a long time, and you just want to break it down, keep it simple and take simple trades like this, then I invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm going to be uploading trade recaps, And as soon as I get 50 subscribers, I'll be able to go live. So subscribe. I won't be selling you any courses. I won't be selling you any indicators, and we can trade together. I look forward to seeing you on the channel, and happy trading, man. Bless.